Okay, so Ed, the we were talking, um, and you said that the war is almost a wrap, right? I asked you if you saw a video,
Yeah, I think it's almost a
and
wrap. Uh,
you didn't see the video.
no,
Okay, what is this war over?
the war is Ukraine is they're putting troops on the Russian border. Now they're trying to ramp things up. Now they're trying to put missiles on the
Wait, wait,
Russian
wait, wait, wait.
border.
Wait. I'm sorry. I was gonna try to let you go and me like ignore whatever, not ignore, but like allow you to express your point of view.
Yeah.
But Russia did a supposed exercise around the border, right? Am I wrong?
Okay.
Did they?
I'm pretty sure they did. I didn't hear nothing about it. I don't. I'm not going to refute it. I'm sure they did.
So okay, Russia say, hey, we're gonna do an exercise around the border, right?
Okay.
It's a military exercise, nothing to worry about, and boom,
Yeah.
they
What?
attack.
Really? What are you talking about?
What?
Oh, you're try. Oh, you're
You,
claiming that it was a sneak attack.
yes. Well, that's
Really?
not exactly what I'm claiming, but it is a sneak attack.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No,
Hmm.
because they've been talking about going to war for the longest. They've been in nonstop war since like I don't even know how long. It's been
Yeah.
ongoing. It never stopped. So how can we sneak attack? If anything, you say it just escalated and it just kind of took it to the next level.
It did escalate and it got physical, like very physical, obviously, right?
I mean, because they've been fighting over there for a long time. I mean, you got like, you got the separatists who are also Russian. You got neo Nazis over there who are fighting against them. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot going on over there, man.
Okay.
They never stop fighting.
Okay. Once again, what is this war
I, t- I
about? What?
It's NATO. Putin told them for the longest time, look, you don't join NATO. You're on our border. We want you to be a neutral country. Don't join NATO. Stop having like military bases right on our border. Stop pointing. Well, they weren't doing the missiles. They were trying to get nuclear missiles. And then when Putin seen this, he said, look, they're like they're basically testing us to see how far they can go, how far they can take it. They're putting more troops, more bases right on our border. Look, guys, stop it, knock it off. It's been going on for years, and they say, look, we got to make a move. Let's go get them. That's what happened. They've been warned. Like he
Ed,
didn't just
Ed,
like
Ed,
just
Ed,
attack them out of nowhere. Like he's telling
Ed.
them the
Okay,
whole time, stop doing this.
okay, but let me ask you this: Who was Putin to tell him to what to do? Do this or don't do this
And this is why
or
we've
else?
had this conversation before when I compared it to the Cuba Missile Crisis. So,
Okay.
according to your argument, the Soviet Union was totally justified in putting nuclear missiles in Cuba. Okay, you're shaking your head. Refute it.
That's not. That's not what I'm saying at
You
all.
you just you just asked. You said, "Who is Russia to tell them to not put troops on their border?" That's what you
Absolutely.
said. Okay, you're putting
Yes.
troops on my border. I say, "Hey, stop putting military bases and troops on my border. Can you stop doing that?"
Okay. Okay.
And they're
I tell
not
you
they're
this.
not theirs.
You're
It's
right.
NATO's, by the way. It's
Yeah.
NATO's. Like, yo, could
Agreed.
you stop doing that? We think it's a provocation. We don't feel safe. Stop doing it.
No, no, no. Okay. So in 2014, what happened in 2014?
They took Crimea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Wouldn't you reinforce your lines?
How did they take Crimea?
Would you or would you not? If it was up to you, like if it was your land, would you not reinforce your borders?
Well, oh, if you were Ukraine,
No, no. It doesn't necessarily have to be Ukraine. Like, let's say we are neighbors, and
yeah.
and I attack you and I take over. There's obviously like from my perspective, it should have never had happened, right? but it happens.
But it's not like they just took it for no
You
reason. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, it's
you
it's it's not like it's not like, hey, there's land here, let's go take it. It's not. That's not really how
okay?
that happened.
Okay, how did it happen? What happened there?
The whole population was Russian. There was not one shot fired. Everyone just surrendered. They said, hey, stay in your houses. We got this. Everybody wanted to join Russia anyways. Once again,
It's still invasion though. And I'm glad. I'm actually glad there was no shots fired. I couldn't find any reports of people getting like
because
killed like that or
they
anything.
wanted to join Russia anyways. Like it was all Russian people.
Okay, but it's not their land, regardless of what. So if
Says
Canada,
like,
we live,
but if you
we
say that, you say it's not their land according to who?
well, okay. So a long
According to
time
who?
ago, that no, no, that's a valid question. That's very valid. I mean, thank you for asking that. But I'll tell you this, like, I mean, a long time ago, I don't know, I could not explain to you according to who it was divided on, because I don't know who agreed upon the division right there, right? I know there was a war a long time ago, and that's how it actually kind of got decided who keeps what area, right? Because they actually fought before, and yes, it's been a long time going, and it's yeah, they've been at war, not as we see it today, of course, but it was still a war. Um, but what I'm asking is like, regardless of who decided where does the US ends and where Canada starts, or where Canada ends and where it starts. It doesn't matter who decided that. It was decided, and it's been like that for generations actually, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I got you.
You understand where I'm coming from? It's
Yeah.
not an attack. I mean, I do kind of understand where you're coming from. I have more questions to actually further understand. But just to be fair, man, like it's been like that for a long time. Why not just let it go, live in peace? Russia keeps insisting that the Ukrainians, like, just like, give it up. It's good for you. Just join us, and everything will be good. We will be prosper, and
But there's
you
a
know
lot
we
of other
already
things going on where you have Russians who live there, right? These are Russians.
yes, yeah,
The
yeah,
whole population in Crimea just about was Russians, and there's civil wars going on where you have like the Zelensky government. They hate Russians. They censor Russians.
yeah.
You have neo Nazis that are also being funded, and they're over there also fighting against Russians. I mean, it's a lot going on, and I even heard that some of those people were asking Russia for help. I mean, I can't verify that, but that's what I was hearing. I mean, it's not just clear cut as him just taking land for no reason, and it was
Okay,
kind of theirs the
but
whole time,
yeah,
anyways.
no, no, no. That is taking land for no reason. It's not. Russia's out to like intervene and take over,
So if Russians are
regardless of.
there, they're literal Russians. They're being
Bring
persecuted.
your people home. No, no, no. You're supposed to bring your
They
people
did
home.
bring them. They did bring them home.
No, they brought home to them.
Yeah.
There's a difference, bro. It's not the same. And unfortunately, like I do know a little bit about it, but I don't know enough to
Yeah, I don't. I'm
actually
not really
articulate a good
100%.
argument.
I know a little bit.
But look, what I do know is that in 2014, they actually decided to move ahead and go for it. They took over that land, and that was not cool. That's not cool. If it
But you
was me,
keep saying it's not cool, but your people are over
okay,
there, and it's historically your lands. Like, how did they lose Crimea?
yeah, but like after that one war, like it just got decided that okay, look, this
Can
is
you
my
tell me
piece,
how
it's
they
your piece.
lost Crimea?
Before we go there, because I don't want to go too far, but I got it. I got
Like
you. We can come
it's
back.
pretty much their land, is what I'm saying. They never officially lost it. It was just a weird kind of way the bureaucracy worked, and then the way like I don't know if like Ukraine got split off or exactly how that happened. I'd have to look into that, but it was all a part of the Soviet Union, and then the Soviet Union crumbled, but because Crimea was under the jurisdiction of Ukraine, Ukraine got to keep it, but it was because I forget his name, Kirstov or whatever, Nikita
Yeah,
Kreshkov,
yeah, yeah.
whatever his name.
I'm actually aware of what you're talking about. I do
Yeah,
have it written down,
it's like they
but like,
never lost it. It just happened that it just Ukraine became a country, and it was like I don't even know how that became a country. I'd have to look into it.
okay, so okay, Putin has been obsessed with one fact, right?
No, you
And
don't
I
tell me what
believe.
Putin's been obsessed with, because Putin actually, you're what you're doing. You're taking what other people said he was
Okay.
obsessed with, and you're putting those words in his mouth. Just like we could do the same to you or anybody else, even though the
Oh, okay.
man gave
My,
his
my
motivations.
I understand. My apologies, because I don't know the guy myself. Okay, but I'll tell you
I
this.
know him. We cool.
I can tell you. Yeah, yeah. All right. No, but I'm talking. Uh,
Here's my thing. Here's my thing
what?
about the whole thing. I don't trust
Hmm.
our people. I don't trust our people, and they don't seem like
What?
competent people to me.
What did you mean? Explain that a little bit more.
This is why the first clip I gave you was Kamala Harris. And it was a long
Okay.
clip. The reason why that clip was so long is because I didn't want you to think I edited it. I didn't want you to think that I got something that someone else edited. It was the full clip. And she was asked, why are we fighting this war? Right? The
Okay.
radio host asked her, like, hey, Kamala, just break it down for us. Kamala Harris said, there's a big country in Europe called Russia, and there's a little country called Ukraine. And then Russia attacked Ukraine, and that's just not bad. I mean, she said, no, that's just not good. And so that's why it's being fought. And I'm like, really? That's it? Yeah, that's it. Now, when our leaders are giving explanations like that, something's not right. That's not right. You don't say no mess like that. That one country
Okay.
just attacked another one, and that's bad. And that's why they're at
Yes.
war right now. That's
I,
crazy.
I haven't watched the video, but
That's
if
literally
that's
what
how
she
it,
said.
okay, but okay, so, I've been trying
Come
to.
on, dude. Like, what's going on here? This is the second in
I,
command who talks like this. Second in command right
okay,
here. Does
but
that seem
hear
right
me
to
out.
you?
No, it's not. Of course, there's way
So when
more,
our leaders, that's
much more
that's
to
what
it.
she said. That's what she said. I know it's more to it. We both know there is, but when she says that, when asked that big country attack little country, that's bad. That's why this is happening. That's our
Okay,
leaders? That's how you talk?
okay, but listen. Let
I
me
don't
just
think
try to
she knows
explain.
what's going on over there.
I
Like,
haven't
you
watched the
laugh. I
video,
really
so
don't think she does.
I'm laughing because not because it's actually funny, but I'm laughing because I just don't know. Like I have not watched the video, so I don't know. Like I all I know is what you are telling me. You
You
understand?
can
So
watch the video. We can play the video right now. Like,
yeah,
that's
but you
literally
said
what
it's
she
super
says. I'm
long.
not even boiling it. I'm not even simplifying it. She literally says, "Big country, little country, attack. That's bad."
But okay, no offense to nobody, but you don't think sometimes that's a little necessary for some people to actually
No,
understand, for everybody
no,
to understand?
no. Then you don't talk to those
And
people. Leave them out the conversation.
okay, fair enough. But listen, maybe you're just simplifying
And that's
things
not
to make
helping
sure.
anything. That's not simplified. That's a flat out lie. That's not a simplification. That is a lie. That's claiming
Well,
that they were attacked for
I'm
no
not,
reason.
okay, but what I'm saying is, right? Maybe sometimes it's good to simplify
No,
things.
man.
I
No, no.
but hear me out, Ed, hear me out. Sometimes I think maybe I don't know, and people's opinion. I don't know. I can't speak for anybody.
Look,
Okay,
man, if your
I'm
kids
just saying.
watching, you go and you simplify it for your kids, okay? Because she's talking to us like we're about 5 years old. But go ahead.
Exactly my point. But like for those who actually are interested and they are able to look more into it, then maybe that sparks their curiosity, right?
Putin gave a whole speech of why he's doing it, right?
No, I have
And
not
his speech
seen
was
that.
not like he's talking to little kids. His speech, he went in, talked about the whole
It better
history.
not. It better not.
It,
It better. You know what? Putin. I seen a few videos, and I can tell you that he is well read. He can
he's a
speak.
pretty smart
Okay.
guy. So when they're telling you that he's a madman who just woke up one day and just said, we're just going to do this for no
Just
reason.
because you are intelligent or a smart guy or well read doesn't mean you are not insane.
Yeah, but he just, if you're sitting here listening to someone speak, you're seeing them move, you seeing how they operate, you see how they talk, you should be able to decide that for yourself. You shouldn't just be sitting here watching TV and saying, wait, the guy on TV told me how his personality is, so I'm just gonna look, so I'm not gonna, make my own judgment. Just the guy on TV told me he's crazy, so he must be crazy.
Okay, I understand. But listen, let me back up a little bit, okay? Because I've been trying
What did
to
the guy on TV tell you about Biden? No, for real. Honestly, what did he tell you about Biden? What does people on TV tell you about Biden?
Okay, before we divert,
No, I want to answer on that one. What did they tell you
I,
about Biden?
so I promise and I swear I will answer whatever you want.
Yeah, that's as simple as like, was it good or was it bad? The guys on TV, who you see on TV, all these channels, what did they ever tell you about that guy? Anything bad? Anything good? What?
Okay. Wait. Let me just. Okay.
Simple.
Let me answer your question so we can move on. Okay. Biden. I don't want to give my opinion about.
I'm not
Biden.
asking you to give your opinion. I asked you, what did those people on TV who tell you that Putin is crazy, what did they tell you about Biden?
Okay.
Not your opinion.
What they saying about Biden? I
That's
don't know.
what I'm asking you. What are they saying about him?
I mean, there's everything. There's people that should say we should be out there.
What are the people saying about Biden? Those people who can make character judgments on everybody else. What do they say?
Okay.
The people who make character judgments on Trump, you know what they say about Trump. What do they say?
Strong guy.
What do they say?
Intimidating.
What do they say about Biden?
Yeah, he's not all there. He cannot defend the country.
No, what do they say? I never heard anybody say that. What do these people say?
What you want me to tell you then?
What does the media say about him?
I'm trying to tell you what I have heard. I cannot tell you.
From the media, actual media.
Yeah. So what are they saying, Ed?
Nothing. That's what they're saying. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And they act like that man is actually doing his job. That's what they're saying.
What are you talking about? You need to explain. You cannot throw that out there and just not explain at all. What's going on?
You said you got all these ideas about Putin, and I'm like, you said, well, Putin's a madman. I'm like, okay, how is he a madman? Where are you getting this from?
Edward.
That's what I'm saying. Where is you getting that from? You said, well, he could be a madman. I'm like, where is you getting that from?
No. And he could be. I still say he could be crazy.
How?
But I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying like just because you read books doesn't stop you from being crazy.
I'm like, where is you getting this idea that this man is crazy from?
But I have not said he is crazy though.
Oh, he could be crazy.
He could be. You could be crazy. I could be crazy actually.
No, ain't nobody crazy here. No, not at all. It's impossible.
So, how is that impossible? Tell me.
He's got too many people around him. It's not just him running a country by himself. You got billions of dollars on the line. There's a lot of people that's in there with you. You got a lot of bureaucracy, a lot of generals, a lot of just people who are in there with you, fighting alongside you, who are part of the effort. It's not just him by himself. That's not how that works.
Agreed. And that goes for everybody else. Any other country has a group of people helping them out. Prime minister, they got all these things. Like so that
when
goes
you say that
around.
he's just some strong man who's crazy, like, it doesn't work like that. They have a legit reason for doing what they're doing. That's all I'm saying, man.
And that's good enough for you.
From what I heard, it makes sense. And this is why I keep comparing it to Cuba Missile Crisis, and then you say, oh no, it's different. It's different. Actually, you just don't even acknowledge that the Cuba Missile Crisis is a thing. But it's the same exact thing.
Okay, it's just I'm not understanding your argument here. I'm sorry. What about the Cuba Missile Crisis?
Because they're aiming weapons at you. Like, you don't get what that means. Like, if someone's we're gonna set up.
It wasn't just Cuba doing this though.
No, Cuba didn't do anything.
I mean, okay. So this is the thing. They installed base in Cuba. But this has happened throughout history. It happened in Guam. It happened everywhere.
Bro, at the end of the day, I don't want you putting nuclear missiles and pointing them at me. Like, end of
I
discussion.
got
Like,
it.
you can sit
I
here and say,
understand. But
you can sit here and say,
okay,
hey, you
you
know
know
what?
why
I
the
think it's
U.S.
cool.
took Guam and
Doesn't
never
matter.
left?
The U.S. said, we don't want you. We don't care what we doing. We're gonna do what we do. But you're not
So,
gonna point nuclear
Edward.
missiles at us. It ain't
So,
no, oh,
so
cause you do
everything.
it.
So everything I say, it doesn't matter.
Okay, no, it that doesn't matter. Like, what's your argument that they have bases in Guam?
So what I'm trying to say is that this is something that's been happening throughout
But that's
history. Is
not a
what I'm
counter
saying. It
argument. You're
happens.
correct. It's happening, but the people who ran America said, I don't care what I do. This is what you can do. You can't put weapons over here. I don't care how many weapons I got. I can have weapons all over the planet. You're not putting weapons on my doorstep. I'm going to put them on your doorstep, but you can't put them on mine. That's it.
And that's acceptable to you. That's cool. We got.
It's not about, that's history. It's not if it's cool to me. That's what happened. We were going to go to World War III over it. It's not, I wasn't President Kennedy. Okay.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Your argument is,
But
wait, the U.S. did it too. It doesn't matter if they did it too. We know they
no.
did it
It's
too.
but this is not about the U.S. This is not about this or that. Okay. At
It's
least for my behalf. But what I'm trying to I'm like honestly I'm trying to hear you out and understand where you're coming from. Uh, at the end of this conversation, I just hope we have a structure to the
it's just
conversation.
so hard
It's
because
not
it's like you want to disagree, but your disagreements, they don't make sense. I'm
okay.
sorry, like it just don't make sense. But you want to disagree.
No, no. Okay. So no, the problem is that everything say so far, everything I have said, um, you take it as a disagreement or me not like being
It's like you're
undecided. And
trying
that's
to find a chink in the armor and there's none there. Like it's not. You
every
can't. You can't.
every time I start talking, you go over me, and it makes me lose myself. But listen, what I'm
Okay.
trying to say, okay, let me backtrack real
All
quick,
right.
okay? Because I'm not sure what you are. I mean, we both of us are all over the place.
Okay.
Um, I tried to tell you earlier, 2014, right? They took over. They did this. They did that. Um, right? I
I
don't
disagree
think.
with that. Like you're just going in with that they took over. I'm like, bro, like man, I just
Th- Okay, okay,
man.
Ed. Let's put it like this: did they take over? Did they invade? Did they take this over? Regardless of what.
Okay, okay, I'll give you that. But it's like, yo,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
it
Okay. Wait.
was
Wait. Wait.
their
Hold up.
people.
Hold up.
Like I
Hold up.
just
We'll go wherever you want with this conversation, right?
okay, all
So
right, I
they
get
took
it.
over.
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
And you said nothing illegal with this.
Okay, illegal according to
There
who?
was a border. There was a border already established, Edward,
Established by
and it
who?
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I could look it up, but I'm not going to because it doesn't change who did it. Okay. Okay. So does it make a difference? Oh, okay. You live 2 minutes from Canada. Go into Canada and don't give your ID because established by who?
No, because I'm trying to tell you that that was always Russia's land. Like, what was it,
I do.
1989? That was all
Yes, I
Russia.
do. But I'm not arguing that it wasn't.
So,
I'm saying
okay,
it
okay,
was.
how about this? How about this? It's all Russia, right? The Soviet
Uh-huh.
Union falls. Now you
Okay.
have Western oligarchs and stuff going into Russia, feeding off of Russia,
You have
extorting
what?
money from Russia.
Wait, hold up. What? You have what?
I said the Soviet Union falls. Then you
Okay.
have people from the West who go into Russia and they take advantage of Russia for that
Mm-hmm.
whole decade. And these people are just living in poverty. You got these people from the West going in, stealing resources, stealing all type of stuff. These oligarchs. And I don't know exactly how Ukraine became a country, but somehow it broke off. We would have to look into that, like how did it get started? But
Yeah.
it was always a part of Russia, and Crimea was a part of Russia, and then
It
Ukraine
was,
got.
but that's in a past sentence. And then after the war, after all of this broke down, they broke all of this down. It became a country, regardless of how it
Okay,
happened,
okay, they're
who
their own country
established the
now.
border, regardless of what. Okay, the border that did get established. Okay,
Okay.
and it did become a country, regardless of what. You don't have to agree with it. It
Yeah, it
actually
became a country.
happened,
It
re-
happened, yeah.
re- re- regardless of how we feel about it. It is a fact. It's true. It cannot be changed. Okay, it's part of history. It cannot
Yeah,
be changed.
it happened.
Okay,
Yeah.
and I do understand the fact that I shouldn't use this word because I understand, but it is also true that Putin has been trying to get them back, and oh, you should come back to us and we should merge, and it's good for you, and we got these resources and you have this resources and together we can be big.
Actually,
And I
Putin
do
never
understand.
he never said that. Maybe he did. I never heard him
What
say
he
it. What
did.
what the
What are you talking
ultimatum
about?
I heard was
Wait. No, no, no. Hold up. He did say this, and
okay.
he did insist, and not once, not twice, over and over again. He insists. Okay, and he insists so much to the point that it doesn't seem like he's just proposing something. He's telling you you should do this, and you should stop doing that. And if you don't do this, then I'm not gonna be happy. But why? Like, why is that? I do understand the missile thing. I do understand it. I understand it. But look, you cannot do whatever you want, and on top of that, limit what I can do. I mean, is that fair to you? You understand? And I understand. I get it. I
Yeah.
understand. Look, I don't know who published it or what year or anything like that. But there's a written statement from Putin for what I could find actually. Like I said, I'm not a specialist in this by far. I don't indulge
Yeah.
in politics or
Oh, I
nothing
got you.
like that. Okay,
All right.
but he wrote a whole like 10-page statement. Okay, about how convenient it was for Ukraine to join Russia's movement, their country, what they were going for, and what his explanation is like. He even okay, you know what's crazy? He even used the U.S. as an example. The U.S. and Canada. He said, you know what? You see the U.S. and Canada, they are right next to each other. Their population is generally speaking, of course, it's not the same, of course, and I'm aware of this, but and I cannot quote word by word because I came across this, read it, and just like left it alone. But I'm telling you more or less what it is. Okay, feel free to look it up. He's like, hey, listen, you guys should join us because this is the direction in which we are going.
Yeah.
Okay, it'll be good for you because we're gonna make things happen. It'll be good for you, convenient for you us to join forces. Okay, okay. On top of that, it was like, hey, you know, just so you understand my vision, basically, right? Let's take US and Canada, for example. They are similar in population and culture, color, language, all these things, okay?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to accomplish, is what he said. I'm trying to accomplish what they have, okay? But united, no borders, no nothing, okay? One person, how you say it, on top, commanding, or you understand?
Yeah.
And I bet he's not trying to be like, yo, let's get united. I'll step back and you got this 4 years and I got this 4 years. No, no, no. He's trying to unite, right? Where you can't crane, but for
With
his own benefits.
just one man
Okay.
running the show.
Yes, with
Okay.
just one man running the show. And I understand.
Because
And I,
democracy is good, right?
well, I'm not going to tell you if it's good or bad because I don't have a better solution. I don't have the
You know what,
answers
man?
to
To be
this. I
perfectly honest with you, I wish we had our own Putin over here, man. I wish we had a guy like that.
really.
I wish we
Why
had
is
one, man.
that? Help me understand you.
What are you talking about, man? A leader that's
Help me.
A leader that's going out there testing sniper
Strong,
rifles,
smart.
a guy
Uh-huh.
who's a chess master, a guy who's a judo master, a guy who's riding horses, a guy who,
I
I
ride
mean,
horses. Should I be mayor or something like? Huh?
a guy who's like really like fit to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
we don't
I
have
do
that. Like,
understand.
we ain't got that. None of those people can sit in the room with him and look him in the eye. They can't do it. They're not on his level. They're not
Okay.
operating at that level. That's why I say it would be
I'm
nice if we had a guy like that.
I'm not necessarily in disagreement, but I don't necessarily agree with everything you just said, and that's a problem.
And
That's
here's what I
that's
think
where
about
you.
him. Here's what I think about him. You can
Okay,
say
go
he's
for
a
it.
bad guy, and it may seem like he is, but he's bad to us. He's for his
Okay.
people, though. And he's going to do what's right for his people.
Wow.
And that may
Wow.
be against our best interest. That may be against the West's best interest, but he loves his people. Our leaders,
Yeah.
they
Okay.
don't love us. Our leaders, they don't love us. They think of us as being beneath them.
Hmm.
Okay, our leaders hate us. So no matter what you say, I really feel that he really does love his people. He loves his country. Maybe he's trying to expand it or whatever, and you can disagree, say it's bad, but he loves his people. Our leaders,
Okay. No,
nah.
no.
Our leaders hate us,
I
man.
understand.
Absolutely.
I can see that. Okay. I understand. I cannot tell you if he loves his people for sure.
He
Um,
does, and they love him too.
it's no. You're wrong.
No,
You're wrong. No,
absolutely.
no, 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 no,
They
no.
love him.
You see, that's where you're wrong. You cannot
Oh,
tell
of
me.
course you can find one. You can find one person who's hurt.
Stop
Yeah, you
it.
can do
No,
that.
no,
Yeah, he
no.
do that
So,
for
so
anybody.
that one person doesn't matter then. Even if it was one
Okay, how
person.
about the majority? I think the majority of people over
Okay,
there.
a lot. I did see that. Okay, there's a
Okay.
lot of people that are
Of
for
course, you're
him
always
and for
gonna
what
have your
he wants to do.
haters. You know what I mean? Come on.
Oh,
Trump had a couple of those.
this
You know,
is
it's okay.
stop it. This is not about haters and not having haters or anything like that. I don't know, man. Why the obsession? Why just not partner like a partnership? You are your own country. Trading is necessary because the Ukraine
Angel,
has like.
Angel.
Go
The
for it.
reason for that is that they were the aggressors. They
How
were
is
the
that?
ones antagonizing.
How?
Angel, it's like this, right? It's like someone who will just pick at you and pick at you and pick at you, and they just wait for you to respond. And when you do, like, yo, get
What
off
the?
me, and then they want to run and cry and get help and act like you really did something to them when they were the aggressors the
Okay,
whole time. That's literally
let
what's
me
going
stop
on.
you. Okay, help me understand how you justify actually going and launching an attack. Just tell me how you justify that.
We already had these examples. If
Okay.
if they keep encroaching on well, I wouldn't say their territory, but what NATO is doing is they're
It's
like,
growing.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're
and I
growing. It's
understand,
like,
and I understand how it's a menace, and I understand how it would be crazy or scary or whatever.
but
Like
here's
I
my thing.
do.
It's like I think you're still locked in this. Like, you think the West are the good guys. Like, you honestly believe that.
No, but this is the thing though. I'm not saying who I believe or who I'm for or nothing like that. You know why? Because like I said to you, I am not educated enough on this subject to actually
I
have
don't think you
a
have to be.
concrete.
I don't think you have to be.
Okay. With that being said, then I think Putin is wrong for launching the attack. I do understand the intention. Of
Here's my
course,
issue. What's your
history, wait. Throughout
okay?
history, great militaries have done the same thing. So I'm not knocking the strategy, okay?
Okay.
But actually going ahead and launching an attack, that is genocide. Like
It's
this
not genocide. That's not the
is
definition of genocide.
what is the definition of genocide?
Genocide is when, like, you take like a group of people and you try and kill off one group of people. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay, these bombs are bomb like these regular people, not just military people, are dying.
You sure?
Yeah, I am sure actually.
Okay. I'm not sure. I mean,
Well,
I'm sure some of them are dying. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure they could do way more
okay,
destruction than that's been
I
done now. I mean,
agreed with that. but then what's the point behind this thing? What would be the point?
The point is, look, man. Let me ask you a question. You remember Libya, right?
What?
Gaddafi.
What is it?
Libya. When we
Gaddafi.
invaded Gaddafi. When we
Okay.
invaded Libya, I mean. You remember that during
Okay.
Barack Obama years, right?
Yes.
Why did we invade Libya?
I do not know that. Help
No
me.
one knows. There was no reason, Angel. There was no reason. And when you got people like that who are on your border, you better protect yourself. That's all I
Okay.
got to say. These are not good people, man. When you got someone who's going to go right into another country, into Libya, invade, carpet bomb them, the whole nine, and just a year ago, that dude was in New York shaking hands. Like, they were all cool with him. And they just turned on him just like that. So when you got people like that on your border, don't play with those people. You set the
Okay.
rules. This is what I need you to do. If you don't do it, if you don't move those weapons, if you don't move those bases, look, we coming in. You don't play with those people, man. NATO, they're not the good guys. The U.S., they're not the good guys. I'm sorry, man. That's where we're at
But
right now.
I know. I understand. But look, bro, I cannot. Okay, you have a military. Let's say you are Putin, and I'm, let's say, the U.S. So we're not specifically talking about specifically this one war, okay? Because that I don't want to get like caved in into this, okay? I'm the U.S. You are Putin, right?
Yeah.
You doing whatever you want out there. I mean, within reason, of course, right? And then you want to limit what I do. I just don't understand that.
Wait,
I'm not.
I thought you said I'm Putin. What are you talking about? I'm Putin.
Yeah.
What?
So you cannot be out there winning, like doing whatever you want, and then have a problem with what I'm doing.
I'm Putin. I don't have a problem with
Yeah.
what you're doing, U.S. I ain't got no problem with you doing. What you talking about?
I'm just as hypothetical. I hope
Oh,
I
you're talking
pronounced
about the
that
Libya
right.
situation? No, like if you see a person who's acting irrational, they're just acting crazy. It's like if I live next to you and I just seen you go into the neighbor's house for no reason and just, I don't know, punch the guy out or whatever, take a knife to him, I'm gonna be looking at him like, what did he just do? Now I gotta look at you like, wait, am I gonna be next? Like, cause that guy, that was
That
unprovoked. Angel just stabbed that guy for no
yeah,
reason. Like, what's going on?
okay.
So they're looking
So
at the
so you go
U.S. Yeah,
you you go and attack him?
preemptively. If I see you holding a knife out and I'm like, yo, dude, put the knife away, and you just holding it, I'm like, yo, Angel, yeah, I just seen you stab that one guy. I seen what you did. Yo, could you please put that knife away when you're around me? And you just holding it,
Okay.
I might preemptively strike you. Okay.
Okay. Let's go back to this, okay? Because I really want to know, like, what is okay, what makes it okay to you? Like,
What makes
what
it
is a good?
okay? I'm trying to break it down. The
Uh-huh.
U.S. and NATO are not the good guys.
I understand, but
That's
hear me
and
out.
Putin has
What
a
what
right. He has a right to be scared. He has a right to say, "I need this
he
buffer
has a
zone." Yes, he does. He has a right to
so,
protect his people,
okay.
and I believe that's what he's
Okay,
doing at
okay.
this point.
And I understand. He does have the right to be scared, to protect his people, to beefing up his security and everything. He
Yes.
has the right to do
And
whatever
he
he
says
wants, right?
strategically,
Wait,
him
wait,
and
wait,
his
wait, 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 wait,
general
wait.
said they need a buffer zone,
Hold.
and that buffer
Uh,
zone is being encroached on.
no, no. Listen. In my opinion, and this is just my opinion, right? Maybe I'm crazy. But in my opinion, he's allowed to do whatever he wants as long as
Is he?
it doesn't affect anybody else's life. Like, how is that okay?
He's got to protect himself. He is protecting
But
himself,
this
and by
is,
himself I mean his people, of
uh,
course. He is.
yeah,
I believe he is protecting his country, because when I sit here and I tell you why did they attack Libya, why did they go into Libya and execute Gaddafi on live TV, you just say, oh well, I don't know, let's move on. And I tell you, wait, it's even worse than you don't know. There's legit no reason for it,
but this
and you
issue is
don't
not
see
with
that
the.
as a problem. That's no, that
So,
proves everything. That proves these people at NATO and the US, They don't act
Okay,
rationally. That's what it shows. You're
okay,
seeing a
okay.
pattern of behavior. What I'm
I
telling
see
you
what you
is
mean,
Putin could be Gaddafi. He could be the next Gaddafi. They could be running people in there, pulling him out of his
I
palace, stabbing him up.
bro, bro. Putin's been doing the same thing for years and
Okay,
years. Of
that
course,
so he's got to
he's
protect
not in
himself. I
NATO.
mean,
He's not part of NATO. I understand, but just explain to me why is a must. Why we must unite ourselves like NATO, like by force? Really, dude? It's like rape. It's like going to the bar and deciding
I'm
just
gonna
like
say it one
regardless
more
of what.
time.
Wait. Hold on. It's like you going to a bar and deciding like no matter what, I'm gonna sleep with somebody tonight,
Okay,
even if they don't want to.
okay, but
Like,
I think
you know what?
you think
Regardless of what your justification might be, or I really want to
even
sleep with
protecting
her, or
yourself
she,
can't do it. You
you
can't
can,
defend yourself.
but this is not a defense. This
I
is a
believe
full blown attack.
100% it
What are you
is.
talking about?
It's defense. You do
From
you
what?
wait for someone to actually attack you? You see them making aggressive moves. You see them
What?
posting up
Why they were,
troops. Like you see this. You got radar for. You see them bringing in armored vehicles. All this mess
bro,
right to your
bro,
border. Like, yo,
bro?
dude, what
Are,
you
are
doing?
you like? Have you seen that Russia did the same, bro? And even like I understand the U.S. military don't ask, don't tell, da 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 da. Da. Okay, but I'm telling you right now, a lot of these soldiers are saying like I seen videos. If they really are soldiers, I cannot confirm
The
anything
ghost of
information.
Kiev was video game footage, but okay, all right.
So okay, these people are saying, hey, they didn't tell us we were attacking these people. We were just around here, supposedly for an exercise.
Okay, Angel. I don't know. I
Need
don't
to
do.
know
I
basis.
honestly I don't believe nothing that comes out of there.
But and that's okay. And this is why I'm not like so solid on anything.
But that
I mean, I
but that's the thing. Like, you don't need that information. You can just sit here and you can just from a top down view just use common sense and logic and say no, the attack is justified because this guy, it's like you have a hard time grasping that NATO is not good. Like, Europe is not good.
you're wrong. You're wrong
The
because
US is
for
not
some
good.
reason, for
These
some
aren't good
reason
people.
you think I'm on the lineup to join NATO or something like that. Like, why are you acting like I'm part of NATO or
If
something
you
like that?
can if you can just if you can just at least just realize this, okay, NATO, US, West, they're not good. These aren't good people.
Okay,
Then
Edward.
it all makes
Okay,
sense. It's like, okay, then he's protecting himself from these people.
okay, Ed, hear me out. So let's say uh, you never been in the military, you never served,
Okay.
but just bear with me, okay? You ready?
Yeah.
Would you enlist in the military today?
No.
Why not?
Because, like I said, I just told you, America, they're not good. NATO is not good. Why would I fight for these people? And they don't care about me.
Okay, that's fine. What if somebody invaded our country?
You can have it.
You can have it,
You can
really.
have it. And it's
Okay.
not invading me. You going for those elites. You going for those people in Washington. You can have them. You can
No,
have every
because
last one of them.
okay, I'm not gonna engage in that. I'm just gonna keep moving forward with my questions. Okay.
Here's Nancy
Okay.
Pelosi's address right here. You can go get her. Thank you.
Okay. Um. So you wouldn't fight this
If
fight.
you
You
don't
would
feel the
just let it
same way,
happen.
you're not paying attention to politics. You haven't been paying attention to these people.
Oh, okay. After I'm done asking these questions and doing this, I'll tell you how I feel. Okay.
You can have them.
For sure. I got you. And feel free to ask me any questions you need or like or whatever is gonna satisfy you during this conversation. Okay. Um. Okay. So let's say, for example, you are in the military. You enlist today. You got the job,
Okay.
and the U.S. tells you, "Hey, get into this airplane. We're gonna do an exercise, and we are going to the border of Mexico.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
hope it never happens, right? And you're
Hopefully.
like, okay,
All
so
right, let's go.
so
Let's have
they
some fun.
got you.
We're gonna go
So
hang
you
out.
and the border, you practicing, you hanging out, you doing your thing.
Yeah.
Right away, you hear the alarm. You gotta get dressed for drill or a real mission, or you don't know what it is yet,
Okay,
right?
it's going down. Okay.
All right. And you get in your airplane. Let's say you're in the Air Force, right?
Yeah.
And they tell you airstrike right here in the border of Tijuana. Are you doing it? No questions asked.
I would say, sir, don't you? Isn't that that people live over there, sir? Like, what are you talking about, airstrike?
Okay. So you would try to avoid striking them, right? Like at least the general population, right?
If I was in that situation, no, I wouldn't strike them. I wouldn't do it.
Okay.
Like I said, I
Why
wouldn't.
is
I
that?
wouldn't be in there
But
because
why is
they're
that? Is
innocent people. You know, they're innocent people.
okay. They're innocent people. So regardless of what, there's a limit to what orders you would follow, right?
But
There's a
there's another
limit
thing.
to
I,
what.
I, I would like to interrupt you one because you hit on something.
Oh,
It's a military tactic. You will
uh-huh.
have like a really powerful weapon, like an anti-air, whatever, I don't know, like missile launcher or howitzer. And what they will do is they'll put these weapons right next to an apartment complex. Yeah.
Okay.
So now it's like now you got this weird situation where it's like, yeah, there's a howitzer and we got to take that out, but they put it right next to the projects over there. So yeah,
I believe that.
yeah.
I
And
haven't
by
seen
the
it, but
way,
I
yeah,
believe
that's what
it. It would be a
Zelensky
good.
that's what Zelensky's doing over there right now. By the way.
Okay. Well, let me keep going, okay? And
Okay.
we'll take this
All
wherever
right.
you want to go with it, okay?
All right.
So there's a limit to what you would do, what uh instructions you would just follow, blindly
But
follow,
you
right?
know what? Now that I bring that up, I don't know if it was okay. You need to take out that piece of equipment so we can advance. And they in the government purposely put that piece of equipment by people, knowing that people might get hurt. If that were the case, I would take out that piece of equipment, and yeah, there might be collateral damage. I'd take it out. But if it was just bombing people for no reason, no.
Okay. Um, you know what? To be honest with you, doing that, putting your piece of equipment next to the general population is an excellent idea.
Yeah, I mean, well,
It's very obscure. It's very wrong, but it's a good idea. I mean,
it's not,
isn't
and
it?
it's another thing. When the enemy tries to take it
But
out, they're gonna miss, and then you can say, "Hey, look, the Russians, look at they blew up an apartment building," but you don't show that there was a howitzer right by the apartment building. Look,
oh, oh,
they blew it
okay.
up.
Listen to what I'm saying. Okay, so
Okay.
it is a great idea to put it there, and the reason why is because it is effective, but
Yeah.
it's obscure. It's evil. This is
Yeah, it
evil,
is evil.
and just because you know the other side did that doesn't make it right for you to just like not care. Like, oh well, you know what I mean?
But the thing
At
is,
the end of
it's
it,
like here's why I would take out the piece of equipment if it was in a projects or a housing complex or whatever, because I would say their government did this to them. That's how I would justify it.
no,
Your
you did
government,
it too.
your government
No.
could have put
You're
that
wrong.
howitzer out in the field, but they decided to put that howitzer in an
I
apartment complex.
I understand how complex the situation might be and how dangerous
And
and
when
where
we're in a
and what
combat
position.
situation, I would be thinking about
Yeah,
my guys. You know what I'm saying? The
but
guys that I
you're
gotta
wrong.
protect
You're
who are
wrong.
under
It's
me.
like saying that that gun killed somebody else. No, like you pulled the
Well,
trigger. You
Angel, it's
killed
like
them.
this. If you don't take out that howitzer is going to take out your guys who are in tanks, or it's going to take out
I
your own troops.
I
So
understand.
now you're in a situation to where you say, my guys that I've been training with, fighting with, it's either their lives or it's those civilians' lives. I'm sorry.
I do
To be
like I said.
honest with you, I'm gonna. It's I'm gonna choose my guys
It's
that I've
gonna
been
be
training.
that it will be them over you. I feel the same way about that, but
And I would
it's
say
still
that's your
wrong.
government's fault. Your government did that to you. You
You
can
pulled the
disagree
trigger
with that,
though.
but that's how I would make sense of it.
But okay, but you're wrong. But
No, that's just
of
correct. Your
course,
government did do
of
that to you.
course, of course, either side is gonna see themselves as the ones who are right. Okay, and protect your land
But Angel,
at
let
all
me ask you a
costs.
question. The government could have put that howitzer out in the middle of a field, but they decided to put it in an apartment complex, knowing military tactics. You know the enemy is going to try and take that gun out, and you know the enemy is going to miss and hit one of those houses, is going to hit an apartment complex. They know this. This is
Okay,
tactics. They do it on purpose.
I know.
There's a
That's why I
tactic
said
to get your own people killed, to get civilians killed, so you can then
I.
go and put the pictures up and say, hey, we need help. Oh, they're killing us. But they set those people up to be killed.
I'm not gonna say that that's the reason why, but yes, I do understand the tactic and I understand the idea behind it. Okay,
Yes.
of
Okay.
course, this is military. This is me against you at
Yeah.
all costs. Okay,
All right.
I'm defending my land and you
And
defending
you're going to put
yours, and to
guns
me,
right next to civilians, and then I got to go kill the civilians. Okay, Angel.
bro, why are you attacking me in the first place? What did I do to you?
Oh, the like America going into Mexico. You're right. That would be wrong, man. That would be wrong. I mean, Mexico didn't do anything.
Okay, and you don't think this is Russia looking for their resources at all?
But
It's
I
just
mean, but in
because
order to
poor
like
Putin
make that
was scared and stuff, right?
But in order to make that analogy make sense, you would have to say China was in Russia and China was bringing weapons into Russia and building military bases in Russia. And we say, hey, I mean, they were building military bases in Mexico. I mean, they were bringing, military equipment into Mexico and they were posting this up on our border. And we said, hey, could you guys not put like military equipment on our border and
How
stage
is
soldiers
that?
on our border? Could you
How,
not do that?
okay, okay,
That's literally
okay.
what's going on in the Ukraine situation. But if it was
Oh,
Mexico by them, and instead of China, that would be NATO.
no, no, no,
So
no, no, no,
it's
no,
like you
no,
have
no, no.
this.
You. Okay. Let me stop you there, because you're not necessarily wrong. But we keep forgetting about the fact that Putin has been after this piece of land for a while, man. And this is what I'm saying. Even himself, okay, brought up the situation, brought up the the uh the idea of them being able to use the resources that the Ukraine has. Okay, isn't that a little wrong and suspicious?
No.
Make a deal. What? You think that's cool? So you're gonna be like, yo, I want this, I want this, I want this. They have what I want. I'm gonna get it out at all costs. You don't think that's a little
Can you
obsessive?
tell me anything about Zelensky?
No. But feel free. Listen, regardless of what, bro, I trust you and I believe in whatever you say. I don't think you will lie to me.
No.
I may differ. Uh-huh. Go for it.
Zelensky. He before he was president, he was an actor. He was just an
Okay.
actor, and he
Oh
starred
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, I know that. Yes.
and he starred on this show, and the show was him pretending to be president.
Okay.
Like that's
I
crazy.
heard about that as well.
Yeah, it's like, but Zelensky, he
Kids when they grow up, they say I'm gonna be a president.
yeah,
What is the point behind that?
no, he was an actor playing the role of a president and then actually became president.
Yeah.
But
That's could be vision, man. Like it's
okay,
just
I
knowing
guess so.
what you want and going for it,
But
regardless of
Zelensky,
what.
he openly hated Russians. He shut down any Russian speaking. He shut down a couple of Russian speaking radio stations. Censorship.
Okay. Okay. Before we go forward, I just want to know what the connection between him being a actor and what's going on today has to do one with the other. I don't understand. Who cares if he was a actor or not? Like, how does that make a difference?
Because I just want to, me, I'm just kind of like this guys. These guys aren't really fit for their jobs, man. They're not real
Oh, okay.
leaders.
Okay. I got you. So you think about um okay. but Donald Trump was president, right?
Yeah.
He
What is
wasn't
he
a
an actor?
politician prior to this. No. Well, yes. Well, yes and no. He
What
he
is Donald
he
Trump?
made a lot of appearances on TV. What?
What is Donald Trump?
A businessman
Okay.
in all aspects of this
Would
word.
you say he's
Yeah, but
successful?
not a politician. He is successful,
Do you think he knows how the
very
world
successful.
works? Think he's a pretty
That
smart guy?
depends. That I think that depends, but I do think he's not the smartest, most brilliant guy, but he
Really?
does have a great team, though.
I think if Donald Trump was here, probably if he was here right now, he'd be the smartest person
What?
in Niagara Falls. If he was in New York State, he'd probably be one of the
Okay.
smartest people in New York State. Like, he's probably one of the most capable people in America. Like, I don't know if you
Hmm.
can detect intelligence in other people, but the guy's extremely intelligent on top of his game.
Well, I would like to believe
Now, you
I'm
can sit
able
here and
and
say, "Well, I don't
capable.
like him," but I mean, he's a really capable person.
But this is not about me liking or disliking or anything like
It's
that.
like,
Because what I like or dislike is not gonna change anything. So that's why I'm leaving that behind. It's not gonna change absolutely nothing.
but
My feelings
but like I
have
said,
nothing to do with this.
Zelensky, these guys, man.
Wait. I'm not done with Donald Trump. Donald Trump has a great team. He got elected. I did not vote for him. I did not vote against him. It doesn't matter, regardless of what. But he does have a good team, and I was rooting for him to actually do good for the country. Because as you know, I do live here. I think I told you this before, right? Yeah. Okay. Um, Donald Trump did act though. He maybe not at
You
the
wouldn't call him
level of solic.
you
Huh?
wouldn't call
I'm
him an
sorry.
actor because that's not really how he.
I,
You know what
I
I'm
know. I
saying?
know. That's
That's like
not his
saying
position. Is what you mean?
Elon Musk made an appearance in Iron Man. You wouldn't call Elon Musk an actor. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Fair enough. You're right.
No, what I'm saying is Zelensky, he's not. These guys, man, they don't care about their people, man. It's not. They're not real leaders.
Hmm.
He doesn't.
Because he's an actor, he doesn't care about the people.
No, it's how he even got the position, how he even got to be an actor, who he was being funded by. Like, it's just. These people aren't real, man. Not real people.
Okay. Donald Trump. How did Donald Trump become a billionaire? How did that happen?
His he comes from a wealthy family. I don't know what his family did, but his dad hooked him up. I hear like $1 million, and then from there, like, he did his thing and got into real estate, from what I hear.
Okay. And
And
that's
he kept
amazing.
leveling up and leveling up and leveling up and built his empire.
So that's amazing to you.
Yeah, he did his thing.
I mean, I will admit that a lot of people that I know would grab that,
What?
$1 million and
And do
party,
what?
do drugs,
And do what? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You
I
wouldn't
agree.
flip it and turn it into a
Oh,
multi-billion-dollar, organization.
I do understand, but $1 million does like freaking get you halfway there. You know what I
No, it
mean?
doesn't. No, it doesn't.
What?
Nope.
What? Okay, so halfway is $1 million.
$1 million gets you
I
nothing.
think
It gets you absolutely nothing. Nothing.
you lying, but
No, I'm not lying.
well, okay, not necessarily you
I'm
lying.
trying to
Let me
get you.
explain
I'm trying to
why.
get you to invest. You still haven't downloaded the Webull app. What you talking about? What you
But
gonna do?
okay,
What you gonna do with $1 million if you're not even investing? Where that
okay.
$1 million
So
gonna go?
so that's a great question. Okay, so let me get back to what I was trying to say, and I will answer your question as well. Okay, so real quick, $1 million, in my opinion, puts you even more than halfway there. In my opinion, of course. I am nobody. I it's just my personal opinion. It brings you, I would say, 85% there. Okay,
Not
the
at
other,
all.
let's say 15% is discipline. Okay, self-control is discipline, and I'm gonna tell you why. He had access to financial advisors, right? He, of course, your mindset has to be in the right place. Okay, you got to know this is not going to drugs, or it's not going to this, it's not going to that. And yeah, you have to have like a focus on making something out of this. But $1 million, bro.
And that was like money
I,
a long
I'm
time
I'm
ago. That was a lot of money.
bro. That's why I'm telling you. It's like 85%. The other 15% is gonna be divided. I don't know, however you want to divide it. It's gonna be by your mindset and how much you stick to that.
You know
Okay.
what I think is more valuable than $1 million? Actually
What is it?
being born in a family that knows about finances and having a mother and father
But
that
but
can teach you
I
how the world
already I
actually works. That's more
but
valuable than $1 million, by
I
the way.
I agree.
Being
I
born in
agree.
the right family.
I agree. But what that's why I said he had not only $1 million,
He had a
but
good upbringing.
bro, he did.
Yeah.
Well, financially at least. I don't know, like, from his childhood or anything like that. But to be honest with you, this is something I say all the time. We should be teaching finance and investments and all these things in school, or not even in school. Forget about that. We should be teaching this at home, because home is your foundation. But okay, let's push that to the side for a second. What I'm trying to say is that he had access to all the tools that he needed to succeed.
I don't
Okay,
like denying people their
that
credit, but okay, man. I see
wait,
where
wait,
you're
wait.
going. I see what
Oh,
you're trying to do.
okay, wait, hold up. So he has the access to all the tools he needs, right?
Okay.
And his discipline, meaning he didn't do anything foul with the money, I'm guessing, right? He invested it well, but he was given the tools. However you see that. However, you think if I had $1 million, I would run out of money just like that?
I don't think you will flip it and turn it into like, maybe you would. I don't know. But the average person,
Bro, let
what
me
do you
put this
think?
like this. Okay. No, no, listen. Let me put this in perspective. I think you know a little bit about my story, right?
Yeah.
I got here to Niagara Falls. I did not speak English. I think I can express myself pretty well. For somebody who did not speak English, like what, 9, 10 years ago at all, no English, bro.
Yeah.
On top of that, I came to Niagara Falls with a book bag on me, okay,
Yeah.
with a regular job, nothing crazy, $20 in my pocket. I haven't done anything crazy with my life so far,
Yeah.
but I think I have done okay.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Okay, imagine if I had $1 million access to all the tools I need. You telling me I'm not gonna flip that money?
I mean, you probably would, but I mean, the average person. I mean,
So yeah, I do
it's like
understand
you
your
see what
point of view,
you
but
see what I'm saying?
just
It's like
I understand your point of view. I do, and
I just
I
don't
think
like
you're right.
saying, okay, this person came from a good family, had a good upbringing, so any accomplishments they have, I don't care about that.
No, 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 no. I think he did well. I'm proud of him. Like he did well. But that's discipline. That only discipline will get you and maintain you up there.
Yeah.
So he does have some degree of discipline and some degree of knowledge. I haven't have not had a conversation with this guy, of course, but you can tell. I mean, regardless of what your advisors or anything, nobody's gonna control you or help you out unless you are with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm giving it to him. Like you're right. I'm not taking it away from you. I'm just saying there's much more than the picture you are painting. Is plenty of sides to it.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm just trying to give like a more complete idea. It's not necessarily. I keep feeling like you feel like I'm against what you are saying. I do not have the knowledge to disagree with you and prove it.
But you
Okay,
want to
and prove
disagree though.
why. No, 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 no. I disagree with parts of what you are saying, but other parts, I'm with you.
Yeah, I know, but I just feel like I just want Putin to win, man. I just want him to do his thing, man.
Okay, let him win. That's fine with me, but not by all means necessary. Okay, I I keep
Let me ask you
insisting.
something. Let
I
me
think
ask you
it's
something,
wrong.
Mar.
Yeah, go for it. Go.
What's your opinion of Hillary Clinton? Think she's good? Think she's bad? What think's going on with this
I
person?
think she is a evil person.
Evil.
I
That's
think
a really strong word. Really strong word.
yeah, yeah.
Evil.
If it's true, all the things.
She really can't stand Putin. Why is that? She really don't like him. Why is that?
I don't
You
know.
know who she
She
likes?
was
She liked that
talking some trash.
Zelensky guy over there. That's her boy over there. That Zelensky. They
But it doesn't
buddies.
matter who. No, but no, 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 no. Just because somebody likes it doesn't tell me about your
Okay,
character.
all
Just
right.
because
I'm just
somebody
throwing that out
dislike
there.
you, Ed, bro. A lot of people might dislike me. That doesn't make me a bad person. You understand what I mean?
I'm just saying,
So
man. Hillary Clinton, she
your
really
point is,
can't stand Putin.
I'm telling you
Here's how
that
I'm
lady
look. I'm gonna
seems
simplify
evil
it
to me.
here.
She's scary one.
I think he must be doing something right. If Hillary Clinton don't like you, you doing something right.
I see what you mean, but no, I disagree with
Okay. All right.
that. That's not how that works, bro. Like,
Dude,
the
did you
enemy
see it?
of
Like,
my
I don't know
enemy
if you've
is my
seen
friend.
it. Like, she was straight up saying, like, if you compliment him, if you say how great of a tactician he
I
is,
heard that.
yeah,
I
that's
heard that.
providing aid and comfort to Putin. I'm like, that's wild, dude. You can't even give him
No.
props. They're trying to come after you. Does that sound like
Well,
these people? Does that sound like these people are secure in their position? Does that? I mean, come on. What kind of move is that?
I
That's
understand.
weakness. That's weakness. That's not a secure position. You don't even want people saying, "Man, you know what, Putin? That was a nice tactic he used right there. I like how he took that city right there." Nah, you can't say that. Really?
Well, he took the city, yeah, but like his today's actions are way different than the example you put it on. So I think once again, I do not think this situation required by all means attitude. Okay, I'm just saying that to say that that he could have negotiated, but he
We
wasn't
done
trying
with
to
that, man.
negotiate.
We done.
He was trying to demand. No, 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 no. You cannot tell me what's good for me and then demand that okay, you don't want to do business with me. That's cool, but you better not, and you better not, and you better not. Like that's not cool either.
Angel, the problem, and I keep going back to this, man. These are not the good guys. They're not.
But I'm okay.
I think
But
your whole
just because
argument is based on Putin being bad,
the people, my whole
West,
argument is
the
based on
West
the
being good.
people. I don't, bro. I don't care about no Putin, no this,
No
no that.
governments, just the people.
It's it's more about the people right now, man. Like
But what if?
I don't know. Maybe
But
I'm
and
wrong.
that's the thing. Putin has to protect his people, and that's what he's doing right
Agreed.
now. That's what he's
Well,
doing.
that might be what he believes he's doing.
Man,
But like
I
I said,
believe it too. Let's put it like that.
he is not the only one that's been poking around. I get it, but he's been poking around. We cannot take that away.
He ain't been poking nobody. He ain't
Oh
poking
my
nobody.
goodness,
No.
bro, taking over that city. It's cool. Yes.
Bro, they
It's
poke first.
funny.
What are you talking
That's
about?
how
They
he
poke
is.
first. They poke first.
Huh?
They poke first. You're talking
How
about
is
poking around is unprovoked. Like you just mind your business and these people just doing stuff. No.
He
No.
took over that city, bro.
What
Okay,
city?
I don't.
What, Crimea?
Go. Yes.
No, that you just gotta let them have that, man. Come on, stop playing. Let 'em
Come
have
on, Ed. Don't be like that.
Let 'em
Don't
have
be
that.
like that. You smarter than that. Stop it.
No, I'm
You
dead
smarter
serious.
than
Like I'm like yo, just let them have that. The
no,
people
no,
want
no,
it.
no. That's not how that works.
Angel,
Okay,
Angel.
Niagara Falls. You and I live in Niagara Falls, right?
Yeah,
We currently live here, right?
yeah, we live here.
And in my opinion, Niagara Falls is super trashy.
Okay.
And let's say by square inch, right? Canada, right? Did way more with the same amount of space, right?
Yeah.
should they just take us over? So should we just start tomorrow? Starting tomorrow, we Canadian?
That's not the situation. How
How is
about
that
this
not the
analogy? How
situation?
about this analogy, right?
Okay,
How about
go for it.
Puerto Rico is doing like really bad, right? And they say,
I'm not
hey,
Puerto Rican. I'm not Puerto Rican.
okay,
Dominican.
I know you're not, but I'm using Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay.
The reason why I
Okay.
did
Okay.
because me and Roberto was having a some type of
Okay.
argument over this. If Puerto Rico, or if you want to use Dominican, but Dominican Republic, whatever, it could be any
We got Haiti
island.
right there. Puerto Rico doesn't have a border against
I'm using
anybody.
Puerto
Puerto Rico's
Rico, right?
yeah.
And Puerto Rico says, hey, all the people say, hey, we want to be American. We want to be American, and we claim in America. We want to be American. They waving American flags. And America says, hey, you guys sure about this? You want to vote on this? You want to do it? And they say, yeah, let's vote. And they vote, and they say, yeah, we're Americans now. And then America says, hey, come on, you're the 51st state. And then the international community says, no, you took over Puerto Rico. You took them over. Like, no, dude, they want to be. We're cool. We're cool. No shots fired. We're all one people now. That's what happened in Crimea.
It's not the
They
same.
voted and
It's
everything. I
no.
almost forgot
It's
about that. They
no no
voted.
no 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 no. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Wow, they
Okay.
voted,
Because that
bruh.
no 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 because that city is part of the Ukraine, and the Ukraine has a government, and the Ukraine has a border, and the
How
Ukraine
did
has
Ukraine get
rules.
Crimea?
It doesn't matter who the population is or what race they are. Okay, there's a border that you do not violate. Okay,
And there's a reason why the government was actually hostile to Russians. Like they were actually hostile to those people. And that's one of the reasons why they wanted to join Russia. They're like, hey, yeah, let's do it. They had a vote. Yeah, let's do it. Okay,
yeah.
okay. You know what, guys? Yo,
So
you're Russian
so
now.
you're
We're
gonna
cool
keep
now.
ignoring the fact that Putin Putin himself have been insisting
No,
to
that
the
I don't.
Ukraine that you should join. It's a good
Okay, you
idea
should
for you to
join. You know,
join
I think you guys
because
should join
this
up.
and we are bigger, huh?
I think you guys should join up. What's so bad about it? What's wrong with saying that? Hey, I think you guys should join up with us. Yeah, I think it'll work
Because
out for you.
no longer it's just a question. Not it's no longer a conversation. It's no longer asking. Now you are taking it over after
And
we
I don't
already
know
told
about
you
them
no
because
several times that no, 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 no.
they don't need them to join them. Only thing they have to do is put in a government that's friendly to them, that's solid.
Don't do that. So you are insulting my intelligence
What you talking
over
about? They
here,
can
man.
put in a government that's just friendly towards Russia. That's all they have to do. They don't have to take it over. Yeah, I think that's
And
what he wanted to do. Because the
and
guy before Zelensky, he was actually friendly towards Russia, and I forget what happened to him. They got rid of him or something. He was like a Russian guy.
okay. I'm gonna get away from that fact because I don't think you understand what I'm trying to tell you.
No, I do.
Um,
I do.
so it's not about me proving you wrong. It's just try to acknowledge the best you can what I am actually telling you.
I don't know what you're
Okay,
saying.
it's just a little fishy, man. It's wrong. It's not even fishy. It's wrong.
Here's my real issue with this. COVID
Uh
ain't even a thing anymore. COVID, forget about COVID. We done with that. Okay, guys, let a couple weeks roll by. Okay, Putin, go ahead. Okay, Putin, phase 2, go ahead. That's what I think happened. Like, cause COVID
Okay.
just ended real quick. I think
What
something's.
you insinuating? So you insinuating that COVID was a cover, like
Dude,
was a
that's.
distraction
I
while they
think
got
I
ready for
think
this?
these guys sitting up in a room saying, "Okay, guys, okay, we done with COVID. Yeah, that's done. Yeah, tell them they can take those masks off. All right, Putin, yo, you. All right, Putin. In about 2 weeks, you gonna invade. Okay, phase 2. We
It wasn't
initiating
even
that.
2 weeks though.
I'm just whatever
But yeah,
time frame. Just
yeah.
Putin,
I got you. I got you.
you got to go ahead. You can go and invade. I think all these guys
And
are up to something.
yeah, I agree
Dude, that
with
was
the action
weird.
of it.
That's weird,
But
dude. Like you just
it
stopped
is, it
COVID just
is,
like that. Like, oh, we done
it
with that,
is weird, man.
and no one questions it.
And this whole time I've been looking for like what it is
You
that they're trying to.
there you
Oh, you
go.
remember?
You got it now.
I actually no. Listen, you remember like a year ago I told you like what are they trying to divert us from, like, avoid us from seeing or learning what the hell is going on. And I told you, like, it feels like something, like they trying to make us look one way and then have something else happen. Okay, but I have no way of proving that, or like that. This is just an idea that came to my head. Okay, I cannot.
Th-
I
That's
should not even brought that up
that's why I
because
said, are we even at war? Is this even going on? This just seems weird. Like it's like as soon as we
yeah.
get one
But
thing, it's
Ed,
like boom, something else.
what I'm trying to say, bro, is that you know you enlist in the military, and I don't know what goes through your mind. Like, let me tell you this. Sorry, but I tried to contact three people, okay,
Yeah.
and they all said no to me. But I'm just getting started. Maybe if we do well soon,
Oh, you're talking about to be on
that
the show?
yes. But these are people who served in the military. I called them, I tried to contact them. Some of them told me no right away. The other ones asked 3,070 and 17 questions, okay, and then said no. Some of them were like, yeah, 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 until the last minute, okay,
Okay.
and that's fine with me. I understand.
Feelings
Like,
not
we
hurt.
all have. What's that?
I said feelings not hurt.
No, amazingly, they are not. My feelings are not hurt. I, if it was, if it would have been the me of last year, 2 years ago, I would have been very emotional about that. But I do understand, man. I'm always running around myself, so I get it. People got stuff going on. Okay. Um, one of them was my brother actually, and he does not like to talk to people like that, and I respect that. Okay. I need to get leave it alone.
Yeah.
Um, but I will be asking him questions and stuff like that about the military, how he enlisted. I hope he's with it. But if not, I got somebody else who will. If it's just me and him, and I'll just, if possible, I'll add it to this conversation. Okay. But um, I'm telling you right now, man.
Yeah.
This is real lives over here, man. No amount of gold, no amount of resource should be more important than these people's life, in my opinion. I think we are minimizing what these lives mean in reality, man. I understand, and you know what? I do agree with Putin. If they got together and they were able to coexist with no issues, whatever that union or whatever may come out of that union, it would be a stronger, country for the whole world, in my opinion, because they have a great amount of resources, let it be like precious metals or grains or natural gas. Okay, so I do understand the idea behind it. Like, he's like, yo, listen, it's good for you because if you join me, we have everything that pretty much the whole world needs. Not that once, because China got what you want, this and that. No, they would have literally what most of the world needs together. Like, both places united would have pretty much what's needed. Okay, and I get it, I understand it. But if I tell you, hey, partner, do a partnership with me and this and that, and you say no, and you say no, and no, and no, and no, and over again, would it be fair for me to just like pull you in, and until you say yes, I'm
But
gonna
that's not the
torture you?
situation. That's not what happened.
No, maybe not. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just coincidence. But we
No, that's
cannot
not.
deny the
We.
fact.
It was
Wait,
aggression.
wait, wait, wait.
It was
We
aggression.
cannot, we cannot deny the fact that this has happened. Okay, and it's been
Yeah, they got
happening.
invaded.
And of course. But okay. So if you went to school, I never went through this. I probably was the bully. But if you have a bully at school, right?
Yeah.
And the bully is telling you, hey, let me get that lunch money.
Yeah.
You're gonna beef up, okay, or you're gonna try to be the normal, the average person, right?
Yeah.
Would be like, you know what? either I'm gonna fight them, and if I can't fight them, I'm gonna avoid them,
Yeah, I got you.
right? Like what you do if you got a bully that's after you day after day?
I was fighting in school. I would try to avoid them. I guess. I mean,
Okay.
but you know what? A situation that happens even nowadays at work, which is actually more, closer to the
A-
Ukraine situation.
As in
It
what?
happens in school, and it deals with bullies, but it's not direct bullying. What someone will do is they'll pick on you. They might talk some mess, and they'll just keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, and then they wait for you to respond. And then when you respond to them, they run up to management, or they run up to a teacher, or they run up to someone else, and they say, "Hey, see what he just did to me? See what he did to me?" And they play the victim. And this is
Okay.
exactly what Ukraine is doing. They
How so? Explain to me how they are the ones poking you and poking you and poking you, and then when you respond or react, they
troop
pointing fingers.
movements, armaments, trying to get nukes, trying to join NATO,
But once
stationing
again,
NATO troops.
okay,
Hey,
the NATO.
we need a buffer zone. We need that buffer zone because NATO is not the good guys. Once again, you still think they're the good guys. They're not good.
No,
Okay, we
I'm
need
not
protection
saying that.
from these are some
Okay,
bad guys.
you
Okay.
know you know why NATO was formed, like actually became a thing,
Why was it like?
because in their opinion they were being bullied, and they started, instead of fighting the battle themselves, they started calling friends, for
Bullied
example.
by who?
Oh, you being bullied too? Huh?
Bullied
What's
by
that?
who?
They didn't. NATO got formed for the. Oh my goodness, I'm so bad with
What? Russia?
the
USSR?
no no I cannot pronounce that word. Cyberiotic. I don't know.
The what?
My goodness, I cannot say the word. It's like
What?
not
The
clear for
Soviet
me.
Union? What you talking about?
Yeah, no, yeah. Was it? Is that what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, that's why they were formed to fight the Soviets.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Soviets, the Soviets, whatever,
Yeah.
bro. You said it for me. Okay. Right.
Okay.
To fight them together,
Yeah.
meaning that was their bully per se, right?
Yeah. Back in the day, yeah, it
Okay.
was.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be dismantled, and everybody was supposed to take their corner again. And instead of doing that, they actually started recruiting more people and getting stronger. And Putin didn't like it.
Yeah, it's
But
like,
who is
bro, we not
Putin?
the Soviets anymore. Stop it. Right?
Okay. Yeah, yeah, I do understand it. But who is he to demand that this happens? Like he's not even
He's not
asking. He is
demanding
the
it happens. He's saying, stop making aggressive moves. Stop doing that. Because it seems like you're getting ready to attack me. Could you just like ease up, give us a little buffer
no
zone? I'm seeing you
aggressive
making
move.
movements here. You're making movements
What
there.
tells you they're trying to attack you
Oh
though?
my
They
goodness,
were getting,
bro.
they still growing. I get it, which I
You're
didn't see
talking
a
about some
reason
of
for
the
it.
top military experts on planet Earth that are sitting here looking at troop movements saying, yeah, you know what? I think I know what that is. Yeah, we studied that. Yeah, I see that formation over there. That looks kind of aggressive to me. And they all sit around in the war room and they say, yeah, we got to do something.
So you telling me if Putin didn't attack, they would have got attacked?
I believe from seeing what they do, they would have gotten attacked. Yes, Russia would have eventually gotten attacked.
And
I
who?
believe that
Okay,
100%.
okay. One second. One second. Moving forward, this is just speculation. There's no way of actually saying what would have happened, right? But
Okay,
okay,
I think they would have.
I understand. So who are they?
100%.
What Ukraine was gonna be attacking by themselves?
Nope, it would have been the U.S. It would have been NATO, and they would have took
So where's
over.
the U.S. now?
Huh?
Where's the U.S. now?
Providing aid and stuff like that, kind of sitting back. But you said who would
Okay.
have attacked? It would have been the U.S., which is led. I mean, it would have been NATO,
Wait, wait, wait.
which is led by the U.S. And they would have took
Hmm.
over Russia, divided it up, and just took the resources and did everything that they were doing back in the '90s. They would have did it all over again.
Okay. Um. So okay. So the U.S. was ready to attack. I have never seen the US be like, you know what? I changed my mind last minute. The US is pretty powerful. That's the first thing. Second of all, they are good at war. They are
Hey,
very good at war.
Putin said, "Look, play with me. We got nukes. So I don't care how good you are at war." That kind of
Oh,
shuts all that down now, doesn't
that
it?
yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, I got you. Now, okay. Oh man, that is actually pretty good. That is true.
Dude, I mean, it's a crazy thing, man. It's like we
Uh,
are not the good guys. I mean, that's what it's all about. We're
but
just not, man. We're not.
okay.
I mean, I think you
Okay.
just have to understand that. I mean, it's we're not the good guys. Those people up in there, they're not good people. You know that. We not even gonna
Uh,
argue about that, right?
we won't. No, no, because I'm not your enemy. I'm not necessarily against you. I
No, it's
just, like
not.
I
It's
said,
not that. It's just ain't nothing wrong with disagreeing. Just
yeah,
I know
exactly my
I get
point.
kind of heated
But
sometimes, but it's no big deal.
but I do want. I understand the emotion you're trying to like
Well,
portray
like
over
I
there.
said,
I
even if you want to say Putin is not good, you can't
I
argue
don't
that
think he's good.
he's more respectable and he's more capable than them, than any of them. And he may be our enemy, but he's still a more respectable person than any of them.
You know what? I just think that
Who we
depends a
got, man?
lot
Who you
on.
got?
I,
Kamala, Joe,
no, no,
Hillary?
but I'm.
Come on, come on, man.
Okay, I get it, but what I'm saying is, okay, it all depends on which perspective you want to refer to, because I don't think he's all the way respectful. Well, in my opinion, I think this wasn't necessary. I see what you're pushing out there. Yes, they would have got, you know, but like, what's behind this? Why? Like, I just don't. Oh, by the way, how much is what they call the money from Russia? What is it called?
A ruble, a ruble,
Huh?
ruble.
Ruble. Yeah, it's something. I don't want to use the word weird because it's not weird. It's their thing, and whatever. But it's weird to me, so I didn't want to pronounce it, wrong or anything like that. Ruble or whatever it is. Okay. How much is it compared to the U.S.? It's like 50 cent or something like that.
I don't know. It went down after they announced the war, and then like they started, I think it
So
lost like 50% of its value. I don't even know what it's worth now. I don't know.
yeah, but you know what? Like, regardless of what it's worth, okay. You know what? That's the only thing that still got me like thinking there's so much more behind that because like somebody who seems to be as smart as Putin, like knowing that your money is gonna devaluate, and not only that, economy is gonna come crashing down, and a recession usually comes after war,
What does any of
and
that matter if these people? There's a really good chance that these people could invade you.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It
So
doesn't
that's
matter.
what I just. But that's what I'm saying. Like that's the only thing that keeps me from thinking like Putin is all the way the bad guy. Okay, so because like why do this if it's gonna harm you so much? Why go ahead and do this, right?
Because NATO really is a threat. That's why.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
a
yeah.
legit threat. It's like, okay, our economy or our country, our lives, and everything else. Like, what do you want? What do you want to
Okay,
do?
but why nobody comes forward like clean, like okay, this is really what's gonna happen.
When you
I didn't want to do this, but I'm
Putin
afraid
Putin
that my people
Putin
are gonna get attacked.
he literally said all this. The
Okay, I
West
didn't see it.
they make sure you don't see it. They make sure when he comes out and says things, you got to go
No,
look
no, no,
for it.
no, 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 no.
You got to
Well,
go look for it.
I don't mean to say no, but no, no, I just don't. I want to disagree with what you were saying, or not necessarily
They're
with
not going to
what you
play
were
that on
saying,
TV for you.
but
You got to go look for it.
exactly, and
I
it's
don't even think
actually
it's
my
on
fault.
YouTube.
But it's more my fault that I didn't actually see this, okay? Because I mean, the information is out there, for the
You,
most part, of course.
like I said, I
And
think they took it off of YouTube too. And this, once again, is that are you doing that from a position of strength? You don't even want us to hear what he's got to say? Really? You got to hide it from us? I mean, if
yeah,
you're
yeah,
secure in your
I agree
position,
with that.
let the man speak. Let the madman
Agreed.
speak. Let's see how
Okay.
crazy he really is. Oh, you don't want us to
Hmm.
hear what he got to say, though. Okay. All right.
Once again, just because he's intelligent doesn't mean he's not crazy, though.
Okay, then why are they afraid for us to hear what he got to say?
Okay. Well, okay.
They not that's you're not doing a good job of convincing me if you censoring people.
but you know what? It's yeah, you do have a good point. I don't know. Maybe they're like, oh, you know what? Like, why should we give you the opportunity when you're the one who's being aggressive?
Nah,
Nah, not
know
at all.
something about
You
history.
have
The
not agreed with
the
anything I
bad
said this
guys
whole
the
video.
bad guys always censor. That's what bad guys do. They censor.
Okay.
If you're correct, why do you have to hide information? I don't get it.
Yeah,
Like, why you have to
I
hide
do
it?
see that. You know what? Like, it is like walking by somebody, slapping them, and then running and trying to tell the cops the story first. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
that's
I do
yeah.
see. Yeah, yeah. And already presetting an emotion in somebody by the way you are telling the story. I see that. Um, but in reality, man, I'm saying all this, but I don't have the information to actually come up with something better than what I'm just telling you. I'm for the people. I will always be for the people because I'm part of the people. You understand? So the easiest thing for me to understand is the position that I'm currently in, and I'm doing this right here to actually read a higher understanding, not just of war or anything like that, but I think uh these conversations are pretty rich. You know what I mean? They are informative. There's a
It's
lot of
just
things
the
I
way you
learned.
see the world is just wrong, man. It's just wrong, and it's okay. It's okay.
What does that mean?
It's just wrong, man. Like everything,
Why?
man. I just
Why?
I don't know where you getting this stuff from. Like I just don't know, man.
Hmm. You know what? I think
It's okay though. It's all
you
right. It's all right,
no, no,
man.
no, no.
It's all
Hear me
right.
out. And I'm telling you this, and I
Yeah.
know I'm right. Okay, because I
Okay.
know you. Um, but I think you have disconnected yourself
Yeah.
from people and from these emotions
Yeah.
of being
Emotions.
close to people and being for the people, and not everything in life has to make sense. Okay.
Oh. Oh. Okay. All
No. Wait. Hold up. I am no longer talking about the war or anything like that. I'm talking about like emotionally, okay?
right.
Certain things just feel right, like the right
Just
thing to do.
feel. It just feels good. Okay.
Hmm. But I'm not talking about the war, like it feels good to kill this, like
No.
something like that. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is you have lost that connection, and every time we talk, I notice how disconnected you are
I'm just
to
like
those
this
feelings.
heartless type of person. Like I just don't
No, no,
care.
no. That's not what I'm saying either. But a lot of times you decide, you choose, and I can tell. And I think I would like to say I'm pretty decent at judging character as well. But not only that, I known you for a long time, and not only that, I have accepted you as you are, regardless of what, man. You're a good person. I mean, in my opinion, and I understand you. I'm never gonna be 100% with you because I have my own character, my own opinions, and the ability as well to formulate my own, you know, conclusion. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just how it is. You are not. speaking to an empty shell when it comes to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Okay. And I think I think it's hard for you to understand what I'm trying to show you because you have not been through it. And you know what? Throughout America, it happens a lot. A lot of people don't know what it feels like to be under pressure, what it feels like to be hungry, what it feels like to need. Okay, America, in my opinion, is a very luxurious place, and it gives you room to
Yeah,
be ignorant in certain areas. Okay, um, you know what I mean? Your government's got your back. You got a powerful country, and you know. But man, this is a hard one. It's hard because
no, it's not.
there's a lot of lives that have changed and will continue to change, and not today or tomorrow, throughout generations, man. Like throughout the years, we still gonna see the effects of this war. Is it worth it?
Yeah,
I mean, if it's resources you want or taking over the
it's not
country.
resources. It's not resources.
No. But I'm just saying, like for example, right? Let's say it's resources, 100% resources, or let's say it's the country itself that you want. What sense does it make to destroy it before you get a hold of it? Like you're gonna have to rebuild everything. If you really want it that bad, you're gonna have to rebuild everything you are destroying today.
It would be nice if you could ask the Americans and the Europeans that question. They're the ones
Why
you
is
need to
that?
ask that. They're the aggressors. That's why. And it's like you still can't grasp that they are the aggressors. You just
Literally,
can't
no.
take that leap. Like,
Literally,
nah, man,
literally,
America, nah,
Russia is
America
the
wouldn't do it.
aggressors.
Yeah,
Literally,
yeah.
I understand what you're saying. Literally,
That's like if
but
you kept poking me and poking me and poking me. I said, "Hey, Angel, stop!" You kept poking me, and then I punched you in the face. You're gonna say that I'm the
you
aggressor.
shouldn't have hit me. You are the aggressor.
You okay?
But
If
you are
that's
the
how you
aggressor.
see it, then okay, I'm the
You are the
aggressor.
first one. You are the first one to become physical.
No, I said you're
Okay, of
poking me and you
course.
keep messing with me. You're
Oh,
just poking me in the arm, and
no,
I'm
but
like, hey man, stop! Just stop
oh, okay,
poking me.
okay.
And then I turn
But no,
around and
no, no,
punch you in the
no.
face. And you say,
You made
oh,
the
this
first
guy just
physical
punched
move.
me. He punched me in the face, totally
Wait.
unprovoked. I'm like, dude, you've been poking me for I don't know how long. I told you to
So
stop.
so listen. I don't care who you are or how, like whatever. If you make the first move and you pull the trigger, you are responsible for that action. Of course, the other part would be responsible for the poking or the what you call it, antagonizing. Is that how you say it? Am I using that correctly?
Here's my thing, and I keep going back, and I don't think you ever answered this. Was the
Uh-huh.
U.S. were they what's the word I'm looking for? Were they justified in threatening Russia and about to go to war with Russia over the missiles that were put in Cuba? Were they justified in doing that?
Wait. Give me more
The
context on
Cuba
this.
Missile
What?
Crisis was John F. Kennedy. Were they justified in getting ready to go to war over the Cuba Missile Crisis?
Okay. Uh, I'm lost. Like, what are you looking for? Like, what is
Cuba
it?
Missile Crisis. You are aware of
Uh
this?
huh. Yeah. Well, not fully aware of it,
It's
but I
very
do know.
simple.
Yes.
Russia puts nuclear missiles in Cuba. They say, hey,
Uh
you
huh.
put those missiles right there. We're going to war. We're going to invade Cuba, and then we don't know where it's going from there. Might be nuclear war after that. Were they justified in doing that? You need to get those missiles out of there right now.
It's something we have been. I told you about this, but it's something we've been doing throughout history.
Just
And
yes or no,
no, I
brother.
don't
Just yes
agree
or
with
no,
it. I
brother.
mean, what?
I'm telling you, if you don't get those missiles out of there, we are invading Cuba, and then it might be nuclear war after that. We don't know, but we're definitely invading Cuba. I don't care how many people get killed, and it might be nuclear war
I
after that.
think. I think. I think is because, as you mentioned earlier, who has the most intelligent camp? Okay, most.
Okay,
How
I
can I?
see you're making aggressive moves. You're putting missiles and you're pointing them right there. I don't want you doing that. And you're acting like I can't make that. Like I can't say don't point missiles at me. Like you're not allowed to make this tell someone else that. I couldn't have you be my military leader. You'll have us all killed. You'll have us all killed. You're like you'll be like, yeah, they can put the nuclear missiles there. It's okay, sir. I think those are pointed right at Washington. Hey, it's okay. It's all right. They're not gonna mess with anybody. Not harming anybody, sir. We won't have enough time to counterattack. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's okay.
That's I understand your point, but that is not by any means what I'm trying to say. Okay, it's just to me, it's not as simple as being like, yo, okay, they didn't listen. Let me just kill them off. I don't think it
But
should
what
be
if it's
that
that
easy to
simple?
make
What
that.
if it's that simple to them though? You lose.
Yeah, agreed. That is that is for sure. I agree. I understand.
And that's exactly what's going on today. Okay? Like I
I
said,
just your argument seems very one-sided. Okay, because you know what, like it's like they've been poking at each other for a long time, for a very long time.
no,
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 of course not.
no, no.
You're
And
wrong.
it's not Ukraine, it's NATO. Like that's really who it is. It's NATO in the West who's gassing this dude's head up. Like, why is this dude even fighting Russia? I'm like, why are you even fighting? Why don't you just surrender? You're not beating Russia. The reason why he,
Why? Why would you just no? That's you wrong again.
of course, you surrender, Angel. You surrender. You surrender in a
My
situation
goodness.
like that.
Well, once the fight is, I understand your point. I disagree with it though. But
Because you got to think about this.
so
They're
so
not
so so
after the
so
people. They're
Canada, no. Canada tries to take over, right? And the
okay.
military needs you to fight for your country.
Okay.
I know my answer. Let me give you my answer before you even give me yours, okay? I'm not fighting because this is not my fight.
Okay.
This is not my war.
But
This
this
is
isn't the
not
same
my.
thing. This isn't the same. Your analogies are off. Because
How is that?
Canada is weaker than the U.S., so it wouldn't matter. Like we wouldn't even have to fight.
No. You're wrong.
I'm wrong that Canada's weaker than the U.S. I'm wrong. That's a false
No,
statement.
no, no, no. Oh, okay, okay.
I'm not wrong when I
Not
say
by
that.
no. By statement, you are not wrong. What I'm trying to say is that you're wrong because just because I don't know. It sounds to
No,
me
you
like
here.
you
Let me
is this.
explain it to you.
Wait, let me make sure. Is this what you're saying? Let me know. Okay. Are you saying that because Canada is stronger than the U.S. is stronger than Canada, then it, it shouldn't be Canada invading the U.S., but the other way around,
No,
and
if
that
you
would make
said
it
that
okay?
Canada tried to invade U.S., would you fight? And I'm like, well, we wouldn't even have to. We wouldn't be called to fight anyways, because this analogy doesn't make any sense. Because Canada is a lot
Okay,
weaker than us.
I see. You are being very, 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 very literal
Yeah, I
about this.
mean, you would
Okay.
have to be. What happens here is that a much more powerful, superior force attacks
Attack first.
a weaker force, a weaker
Yeah,
army.
yeah, yeah.
And so I'm like, well, you can't win. It's a no-win situation. You can't win, right? They got bigger army. They're better
Well,
funded, better
wait.
equipment.
Throughout history, there's been a lot of unfair fights, and they have received
Bruh,
help from
bruh,
others.
you're not beating the Russians. It's just not happening. So what he's doing is he's thinking that he can get help from the
What?
West.
No, no. You. Oh my goodness. Wait. Got a Charlie horse over here. But okay. So, but you're wrong. I
No, he
don't know, Ed, because just because.
No, I'm telling you what he's trying to do. He's trying to get us to help him. And I'm like, dude,
Uh-huh.
unless the West gets involved, you've lost. Like, you can't win this just you and Russia. Okay, right? You agree with that, right? he
I do agree with
he
that.
would have to get
Yes.
NATO and these other countries involved. And it's like, bro, ain't nobody fighting with
Also
you.
agree with that. So you think because to me like you think that in order to actually fight this fight, if NATO was to be get involved, NATO itself, like the complete unity, or the complete union. That's a better word, right? That's
Yeah,
gonna
and
make sure.
I think it's because they know
So,
Russia is not playing. Like they probably will nuke them at
but
this
wait, wait,
point.
wait, wait. So NATO goes after Russia, okay, and it's no longer the Ukrainians versus Russia, but the whole union of NATO.
If you
You
try and
think
go after Russia,
Russia is self-destroying themselves with everybody
no,
else?
they're taking Europe with them, and I don't blame them. Like I think they'll be totally legit in doing that because
Wait,
you
they taking
still
Europe in which way?
nukes, glass them. Done. Like you want to play games like this, okay, you're done. Like it's not gonna be like either like you're
Am
just
I
gonna take
crazy
us over.
or
You're not just taking
okay?
us
Am
over,
I?
bro.
Uh, but
Like if
okay,
I'm
if,
Putin, this is how I'm wargaming this. You're not taking me over. I told you nukes are on the table. I'm not playing with you.
hmm.
Because you keep like you can't understand that these people are actually the aggressors. It's like I don't know, like it's like
But
it's
what
hard
I'm
to
saying,
just.
what I'm saying is, okay, if Russia nukes the whole Europe side, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that self-destroying yourself as well?
Hey man, they were coming for him anyways. If you coming for
Eh,
me anyways, I'm like,
yo,
hey,
yo,
I'm
yo.
taking,
But
taking you
okay,
out too.
Ed,
That's how
just
this
answer my
works, man.
question. Answer my question. Yes.
Yes. Justifiably.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So how much he cares about his people then?
A lot.
So you nuking yourself with everybody else in Europe and in your own country.
Because they're coming for his country anyways.
But who is to say that his Ukraine is gonna kill their population?
What do you mean?
This is not the Nazis, right? Like this is not the
Actually, there are Nazis out
Holocaust. Well,
there. but not those Nazis. Okay.
oh yeah, not, but not in the same way is what I'm trying to say.
They're the same guys, but okay.
I
Hanging out.
I,
Okay.
I should be I should be a little more careful, even with my
No, I
like
think it's
not jokes.
justifiable, man. Like you keep thinking that NATO is good or something. Like these people are good. They're not good people, man. They're really
You
not.
wrong.
I'm wrong.
Okay.
I'm wrong. How am I
you
wrong? How?
You you wrong because
The
you
Libya situation right there
assuming,
proves it.
no, no, no,
Libya.
but
Libya.
this is how you wrong.
Libya.
No, listen. The problem is
I'm
that
wrong.
for the simple fact that I'm not agreeing with you, you think I'm
You
against
can't
you though.
just counter someone and don't give a reason for the counter. When I say, well,
But
why? Why
I
is the
gave
counter?
you plenty of reasons though, but you're not listening because your mind is already set on something, and you're not even giving
Okay,
space
okay,
to
you're
my
right. You're right.
ideas.
I'm wrong when I say these people are not evil. Okay, then what's your justification for that?
You're gonna pick and choose what we're
No,
gonna
go
argue
ahead.
about. No,
Why are
okay.
they not evil?
But hold on. So you are fighting for the people, right?
Okay.
This is what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
And you think there's a good justification to nuke your own people
He's
to
not
avoid
nuking
others
his
from
own
winning?
people, man. You're acting like he's setting off the nukes in Russia.
No. I gave you an example, and you said it would be justified.
He's not nuking his own people. He's nuking whoever's
But
attacking.
does
But they
it,
will
no,
counter. They will counter with their own. Okay.
no. Okay, so a minute ago, I said what happens if NATO goes, and its entire
I
form,
said
right,
nukes are on the table.
goes against Russia, right?
His words.
Gets worse, of course. It will get worse.
No, I said it's
There's
his
no way
words
around.
that nukes are on the table. This is what he says.
Okay, but okay. So you
Nuclear
said
option.
it's justifiable
It is
that he would
justifiable.
nuke his people to
But you word it
avoid
like he's nuking his
losing.
people. Like I don't know. You're trying to be funny. Like no, he's going to be shooting the nukes at whoever's attacking him.
bro. Listen,
And by the
oh
way,
my goodness.
nukes are not like blowing up whole cities. Like you have tactical nukes. I mean, you do have that word.
I I, I know. Um, but regardless of what, there's after effects to this.
I don't think
Okay.
not what there's after, but it's not that
Oh,
big. It's like
are you for real, dude?
there's
Have you not
there's
seen this?
there
You're
is
gonna act
act
like this hasn't happened before.
no there's after effects, but it's not. It's a small area. You know what I mean? Is what I'm
Stop,
saying.
stop it,
Dude, a
Ed.
tactical
Stop
nuke
it.
is not that big. It's not blowing up a whole city. That's why I
Yeah,
said that
it's a little more contained,
yeah,
and okay, I get it,
there's different
but that
size
doesn't
nukes.
mean no, but that doesn't mean it's actually 100% effective
Like
in
my
that
thing
way.
is this:
Okay,
if the man
it's not
said
something you can
nukes
plan
are
out.
on the table, like okay, nukes are on the table. Like no one's playing. People ain't joking.
I know, Ed, but what I'm trying to get back to is the fact that you told me, okay, and I'm just getting hung up on this. I know it doesn't even work if it's not something that's on the table right now, right? But what if NATO went after him, okay, and you losing? You think he's giving up? He's like, okay,
No.
you guys outnumber
Why
me,
would he give up? Why would he?
huh?
Why would he?
Exactly. Okay. So there you go. You are so one-sided that it's so wrong. It's so wrong because when it comes to the Ukraine, you said just give up and leave it alone.
Oh, so you
And
apply
then
the same logic and say that Putin should give up. Putin. The reason
yeah,
why I say
absolutely. No. Wait. If you stand for something, you should stand for it regardless of what happens.
because these are
That's
not
what you
even
stand
these
for.
are not even analogies that you're doing.
How is that not
The
even?
reason why Putin should not give up is because he has a superior fighting force. He doesn't have to give up. The reason why Zelensky should give up is because he doesn't have any chance of winning. You see the difference, and you're trying to
But
make some equivalency. Like just give up.
you are saying that have attacked and they are losing, he's willing to nuke
He
not
never is in a
only
losing
his enemy.
position. He's never in a
No,
losing position. He just says, "Hey, look, guys, this is what's on the table. We really
you're not
escalated."
understanding, Ed, what I'm telling you though.
He's not in a losing position, is what I'm saying. In order to maintain that position, he has options. Ukraine does not have nuclear options. They don't have it. So it's not a fair, it's not fair to
Uh,
compare those two like that. There is
Okay.
no option that Zelensky can have. Like he doesn't have anything he can do. Only thing he can do
In
is
that
get
case, I'm just gonna move away from that because it's
because
just
you're
I
trying to
don't think
take two things that are different. Ukraine and Russia are
mhm.
not the same. You can't say what rules
It
apply for
doesn't matter
Ukraine,
if it doesn't matter if they are the same or not. Okay, if they were facing the same situation,
but they could never be
okay, you're okay with this one, but not with this one
because these are not
because
the same. This
no,
one
no, no.
has this one has
You just
options.
you
This one
said
has
one.
options that this one doesn't.
If they, oh, I do understand that, but I'm putting the same scenario in both chance and in both examples, okay? And
Okay.
you are still not understanding it, and you still disagree with me.
If you want to take
But
a hypothetical and say that Ukraine and Russia are equals, then sure, both scenarios would apply to them, but they're not equal.
so okay. So the U.S. jumps in,
Yeah,
the whole NATO or whatever.
yeah.
That's your scenario right there.
And you say that Vladimir should just step down.
What's that?
You're saying that Putin should just step down then.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm using your own analogy because you're telling me that because Ukraine is way smaller and way less stronger, they should just not put up a fight and just like let it be.
Here's the thing: when I say Ukraine, you think I'm talking about the Ukrainian people. I'm not. I'm talking about Zelensky and the Zelensky government just step down, and the people will
But
be okay.
regardless of
The people
this
will be all
will
right.
affect,
Those are Russians
but
over there. They're like, hey, yo,
but
we just back to the old ways, guys. Just okay, let's pack it up. Zelensky's gone. Let's go back to the old ways.
no, Ed,
That's exactly what will happen.
Edward, no. My goodness, no,
That's
no, no,
exactly
no,
what
no.
will happen.
No, no, no. You're wrong.
From people,
You
that's not
tell
even me, that's people on the ground. You act like I'm coming up with this stuff. Like, this is literally people from Ukraine saying it's the Zelensky government. It's like our government. Does our government care about us? No, it's the government there, and they're the ones fighting the war. Get them out. Okay, we can go back to the old ways, guys. Come on. We get some guy in there who's solid, and we just go back to the old ways.
okay. Ed, okay. I get it, but you're still not doing a good job at acknowledging my point of view or my example. Of course, it's hypothetical, right?
Yeah,
It's
but we don't
just
have to go
what if
hypothetical. We don't have to
out
do it.
here, right?
Okay.
Bro,
Okay.
the the whole NATO goes against them, and you think one should surrender when cornered, and then you think facing the same, almost the same scenario, same exact scenario, you're telling me the other one should nuke the whole place.
If you're making a hypothetical situation where both these countries are equals, then sure, the same rules would apply. But in
So okay,
reality, they're not
so you're
equal.
telling me, you're telling me all we need to do for this to be over and good with is for the U.S. to join, and we got a war that's gonna be retracted. Like Putin was gonna be like, you know what? Never mind. I didn't know the U.S. was gonna join this fight. I'm a backup. You win. Here, half Russia. That's what's gonna happen. That's what should happen.
No.
So why Ukraine should be like, you know what? We're not fighting. You guys are bigger, badder, stronger than us.
I've already explained that because Ukraine can't win unless other countries help them. That's why.
I don't know. I'm
You
gonna look
feel
at
me?
this video because maybe I'm crazy, but I think
Russia can actually win. Like, they don't need other people to come in and
yes.
fight for them. Like, they can legit win.
I know, but what's the difference? Okay,
That's the
if
difference. One has a
who's coming?
fighting chance,
Wait,
one
wait, wait, wait,
doesn't.
wait. No, 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 no. Listen, listen, listen. Why does it matter who's fighting the fight? Okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Forget about. Don't focus so much on who's fighting the fight. You know what I want you to focus on? I want you to focus on the fight itself. Okay,